will show you the luggage now. I will show you. Now this time they go prison, no? When I watch. And then they all these people is a bit this. How did they take the door? Ish, you know, teach me this TikTok finish. Wait, I want. Okay, wait. I will get them. Not be here. Be here. I go. No light for Kuton, oh boy. Ish, why they laugh? Can you see? Can you see? This is Bobrisky. This the bag. With the after they say I go prison, I better see the bag. And I don't see the bag. Now only Nigeria they go send you go prison. You go pack, bath up. It's up now. You go pack.
My skin is sensitive, so when I shave, I trust Venus. New Venus Comfort Glide Sensitive Razor with a touch of aloe for enhanced protection against itchiness and irritation.
One another verse, we're part of the adverts. So, somebody said, hilarious. Okay. Shall we continue? Or don't show that, please.
Listen, you carry luggage. Secondly, who gave Bobrisky a phone to make call inside prison? Because they don't lock me up before. They remind me for Kuje prison now. I know, say if you want make call to your family, it will take you a process of telling one of the prison wardens to say you won't make call or bring you outside. They'll give you a phone. If you remember the number, fine and good. If you don't remember the number, turn are you sabi? Then you can now call the person you want to call. So how did Bobrisky get a phone to call Files and he's requesting that Files will give him 3 million? Again, another question is this: which officer charged Bobrisky 3 million for VIP cell? We need to know. Do you understand? We need to know which officer charged Bobrisky 3 million. Because when they get all these amounts for, say they will give, they'll collect 10 million, then they clear a name from the crime where he commits by a presidential pardon. You understand? So, my dear brother Faust, I did not defame you, and I will expect you to channel this energy to Bobrisky that called your name in that recording. And as for Bobrisky, like I said, I will post another recording from a totally different person entirely. Mind you, the first video I posted, I did not even post it complete. There are other side of the video, but I will post another one again today. I'll post another one again today. I'll post another one again today, confirming that this guy, man, through no go prison. So is it that prison is for us, where we don't get people? It's prison for us, the poor masses. It's prison for us, the people that don't have connection. Who is this Bobrisky's godfather that also influence the clearing of his charges, his money laundering charges? So that is my question. Do you understand? It's pretty simple. I want to know what really happened, and I believe a lot of Nigerians want to know.
We want to know.
So Nigerians, I see comments like, is Bobrisky the problem of the country? No, Bobrisky is not the problem of the country. However, the stories and the corruption surrounding Bobrisky is part of the problem of Nigeria. Do you understand? Now, just imagine if it was a whistleblower that said the thing about the money laundering. You understand? And tomorrow now you go release the person, or you go put down for one lodge. That person where you put for lodge now come orchestrate, come plan the buying of the person where do whistleblowing. Do you understand? They cannot investigate the person that is inside prison again now. They will say, this one in prison. That means another person don't. They don't say the person there outside. This thing is very deep, but you all don't understand. It's not about Bobrisky, it's about the corruption. Tomorrow now you go carry a Habelo. Do you understand? So what if your Habelo pays and drops his charges and we think he's in prison? So how do you imprison politicians when they do wrong if the normal average people are paying to remove charges and are paying to stay in an apartment instead of a prison? Nigerians will not get to that brain. Anyways, you all better don't play, else you're going to learn. And you will learn the hard way. Peace.
Let's see.
Oh boy. from 10 million to 3 million. How they take call and say,
Honorable, just because you promised borrow me 4 million naira when I'm done, when I'm gonna give it to you. The guy requested for his money. Give me my 4 million naira.
You call it 4 million? 4 million naira.
Give me my 4 million naira. And he refused. All because he wanted to, and all because he actually he doesn't want to give the guy the money. And there was a point where he changed the narrative that the guy kissed him, trying to make the guy look like, our 1,000 bottles of oil. You understand? Because of his stubbornness. And how can we liken this to justice for Mohbad? We can liken this to justice for Mohbad looking at what the Black Widow is doing. Our stubbornness is actually, and our selfishness is actually one of the reasons why she's going to go down. Our stubbornness, our selfishness, self-centeredness is one of the reasons why she's going to go down. Because all she wanted is how to take, accumulate, not on how to release something that belongs to the proper person. Bob now will rather make sure that the guy get defamed, people hate the guy just for his own benefit, than for him to give the guy back his 4 million naira. Same way, the Black Widow would rather that people stone Baba to death, or rather than to just tell the man, or to just say, Baba, this was what happened, this was what happened, I'm sorry, everybody in Nigeria, please help me, beg, all these things like that. But because he was stubborn, talking about the Bob now, he was stubborn. Now, he wanted to use the media to protect himself. Now, because VDM actually said, I think the guy already told VDM, the guy told Bob, and the guy told Bob, he said, I'm going to report you to VDM. And VDM came outside, and VDM said, so you said you're going to report to me. The guy said he was going to report to me. Bob said, go ahead, tell anybody. Now, the center of all of this thing is godfatherism. That is the problem of this country. Godfatherism is one of the problems of this country. Talk about it in health, talk about it in different parastatals, talk about it in different section of the government, talk about it anywhere. Godfatherism it is. Now the sex toy senator was on Brekete Family on Monday, I think. Was it on Tuesday? On Tuesday he was on, and he said, and I quote, he said, during election, we politicians, we always plant people in politics because we believe when we grow up or when we don't have some capacity, those that we have planted will be of help to
Ish, what happened now? Senator Ish, what happened to your submission? Senator Ish, are you there?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Are we freezing?
We can hear you. Comment section, can you hear him? Oh? Comment section, can you hear each talk?
I can hear him when he said, can you hear me now?
Okay. Hey, if you want gifts, I might get frozen or thank you above the law. And power tapping, so that the all this 3 million, 7 million, 10 million, 10 million, many people just can't down. Suzanne for justice. Africa television. I start with you again today, part 2. You must collect for my hand. Anytime I come outside, now me they call names. Oh yeah, each talk continue. We were there. Thank you above the law for that.
Okay, now, this is it. Yeah. Now, the center of all of this thing is godfatherism. It is godfatherism because without the godfather somewhere. Now, without the godfather somewhere, this so-called Bobrisky wouldn't have said you can go anywhere. He believes there are people that are standing for him. So he believes there are people that are standing for him, so he can do and undo. And if you look at the Black Widow, why is she gallivanting up and down? Because she believes that, or she knows that there is someone that is standing for her. And if that person is not brought out openly, she will still continue to enjoy the protection that she is enjoying. But whether they like it or not, it might actually affect the godfather of Bob, because he is the one to answer the question. It might not actually affect him, but at the end of the day, Bob is going back to where he was actually supposed to go. He is definitely going back there. Now, he's not just going back there now, charges. Yeah, that is it. It was a show of shame that day. It was a show of shame that particular day. It was a show of shame. So now, Bob is going back to that place where he was supposed to go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, before it was allegation of...
Wait, no be this guy. Now I call with them, like give Mama Mohbad brown envelope.
Tonto. Yes, now.
Tell your own side of the story. Remember, after you
this guy now finished guy.
Ask you a question, you go answer. You go ask her a question, she go answer. Good idea, yes? But let's appreciate it. Over to you. Well, madam, you will not interrupt him in any way. There's nothing like laughter or gesture. Thank you. Thank you so much, Honorary President, my own brother. Why I am here today, I am here against the advice of my friends, against the advice of my constituents, and even against the advice of my family members. And maybe your lawyer too. Definitely, yes. But I am here to encourage what you are doing. You see, there are so much human rights abuses in this country that the ordinary person have nowhere to go. This is not a court of law. You cannot drag me to come to this place. Kota and talk, you go talk. But the vice president, Yemi Osibenjo, when he was in office, he came to this place. Whatever I feel I have attained in the society did not reach the office of the vice president. Number two,
I came here to actually give credence to public opinion, which is a very big court. There's a court of public opinion and there's a court of law. In the court of public opinion, you will not go to prison, you will not be fined, but you will be jailed in the heart of men. That is the biggest jail. You can be jailed. In the court of law, you can get a good lawyer. You can clean your way out. But in the court of public opinion, once you are jailed in the heart of men, you remain a prisoner in their hearts. That is why I came.
Until you are able to prove otherwise.
Yes, sir. That is why I come to clear certain things. Yesterday, my wife woke me up from sleep. For the record, I have 3 wives.
Senator.
Honorable. Okay,
Let's continue. Let's leave this guy, Gary. Are you people enjoying him?
If you watch the video before that, when the woman was narrating her story, you'll be surprised.
Fast forward down now.
Now, let me quickly. What's happening now? Let me show that don't freeze.
Mona power tapping now.
Yo, Daddy, let Ish finish about that lady, the way that she was looking at him. Go on, Ish.
Now, let me. Okay, now this is it, yeah. Bob is going back to where he came from, where he was supposed to go. Now, this time around, Bob is going back on. Before, it was money laundering / abuse of naira, just like I said the other time. But this time around, it is now going to be on 3 count charges. From my own, from what I have seen now, it's now going to be a revisit of the money of the abuse of naira. Number 1. Number 2 is going to be a revisit of the money laundering count charge. Then number 3, it is going to be bribing of an officer if found guilty. So what he was supposed to have served is now what he will now go and serve now with 3 count charges instead of 2 count charges. Now, according to this now, it's going to implicate so many people, like the person that approved the presidential pardon, the people who collected the money allegedly in order to be able to drop the money laundering charges against him. So now many heads are going to roll as it concerns this particular case now. As it concerns this case, many heads are going to roll. And I think the other party, the other third party are actually channeling their energy to the wrong direction, because their energy should be channeled towards the person that made the call. Why should you say that? Why would you involve someone else's name? Why not San Okutukwe? Why not San Shitu? Why not several other sons in Nigeria? Why this particular son? I am not saying they did it or they didn't do it, but the truth is they should channel their energy to the person who made the call. Could it be that he was on the call, making the call and telling the other person on the other line just to maybe not sweet talk? Maybe not sweet talk. So they are supposed to petition him. I mean, Bob now. If truly they stand for justice, they are supposed to petition him now that why should you include our name in a narrative like this when we have nothing to do with you? The question, according to VDM, the question that the son asked, I mean, when I'm talking about this, I mean Faust now, the question that he asked VDM that, have you ever had anything negative about concerning our family, is asking the wrong person that question. The question should have been directed to the Bob by saying, have you ever had any of this kind of allegation concerning our family? Number one. Number two, if not, why should you include our family name in all these your whatever that you are having with whoever it is that you are having it with? So those two questions should be asked from the guy. So it is now like in Nigeria now, if I am doing something wrong and you caught me and you go and report to the police station, you that went to report, you are the criminal. The person who is doing that thing is not the criminal. It is now that the way the Ibadan people used to say it, it is no longer about the matter of who did it. It is now the matter of who reported the person that did it. Now there is another guy who used to be a friend of Bob, according to what I saw on the internet on Instagram. The guy came out and the guy said, Bob is an ingrate. The guy said, and I quote, he said, Bob is an ingrate. That when Bob was in court, in prison, he was posting something positive about Bob to the extent that Bob called him. Now, VDM asked a question. Who gave Bob the phone to be making calls? According to that guy, allegedly, the guy said Bob called him and Bob was like, oh, thank you so much. You are posting positive things about me, blah, 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 blah. And when Bob now said, they told me not to post, meaning that Bob has access to his phone, but the only thing that is happening is that Bob cannot post anything. Bob knows everything that is happening in the outside world. But the only thing that Bob cannot do is Bob cannot like, Bob cannot post, Bob cannot repost. He can be watching everybody's activity. The guy said, and I quote, but when Bob came out, Bob was not grateful. So the guy claimed that he also has evidences against Bob. Now, the truth of the matter is, two can play the game. It takes two to tango. If you know the kind of shit that you are in, know how to treat people well, most especially those that are around you, those that you call your friend. For you to call someone and say, please, give me 4 million naira, borrow me 4 million naira, I'm going to pay you back. It means you were in need and the person saw that you are in need. And when you were supposed to pay back, you were stubborn and you were too stubborn, strong-headed, and you understand that at the end of the day, it's going to go back to where he was supposed to have gone. The 6 months is spent now. It's going to be, because there is bribery now, there is abuse of naira again, and there is money laundering. And it means if she is guilty of that money laundering, hello, ladies and gentlemen, we might not see Bob outside probably for the next 10 years.
And let me say this, honorary senator. Yeah, the truth be told is that when you check, part of the tag on Bobrisky was money laundering. So how come when he was going to court, the money laundering was removed? Meaning that something happened. Is either
Nam. Let us ask the IPO in charge.
One man like IPO in EFCC ni.
Benny. Someone do IPO. Someone is in charge of this case. It's an IPO.
So in meaning like from what from what she said that they reached out to him and said they can drop this blah 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 50 million if they want to. If now Nigeria is customized, if you want them to drop charges of money laundering, it's 50 million. If you want to get presidential pardon, it's 10 million. Now wait till they play now be that. So even Arise, what's his name? Rufai, from what we played this morning, Rufai said it now that they saw money laundering. And later on, they didn't see money laundering again. Now they were wondering, what's happen? Is it that they accused him illegally and they posted money laundering? Later, they now deleted it. Because if it's that, he should have sued them. You know, but that was not done. So apparently, what VDM is saying is right. There is no two ways they want to defend this one. Tobayekpe was bail money laundering, Silori ni have been issue for the reason I'm saying reason are one of those things. But now there was money laundering. How do we get here?
Well, as it is, good morning. I'll be good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, sir.
Well, as it is presently, the House of Representatives has approved proper investigation into the matter, and this case is becoming a national issue in which at least VDM could be the political messiah of this generation by trying to correct a lot of wrong. But what I would say first is this: I don't know, probably slight mistake which might mess up the case of trying to retract what he said against Falana, saying that he can never malign, can never disgrace, can never do such on Falana. That Falana is a credible citizen, is someone he respects so much, is this, is that. After you have raised our anticipation towards trying to know what transpired between them,
Mr. Gracie,
as the initiator,
Mr. Gracie,
yeah.
Do you know what happened there?
Differ, please, on that.
Exactly.
Okay, each talk. You go first, then I'll go second.
Now, what he said in that place, to him, right? That is what he has said. But thorough investigation will now prove if truly the family or the people are worthy of being trusted. So he now is saying that okay, this. But thorough investigation will now prove truly if what is said or if what was claimed in that voice note is true. So it's not that he raised the hope of the people, then he is now disappointing people. No, it is that he is playing a game and he knows the game is playing very well. So that's what I'm thinking, Mr. Gregsy. That is what I'm thinking.
Your thought is as good as many, but for me, let me say this: the first person that came to Falana's rescue is Seun Kuti. Seun Kuti came out to say laye Falana can never. That VDM sent the audio to him. He gave VDM the go ahead to go and blow it out. That VDM is doing according to what he told him to do. He was like, well, Falana has never, and we never. He can't talk of fouls. So fouls can be using his father's name, whatever. But Falana as a person, that he can never. He was defending openly, and after that, even I think at that same time, Forbes came out asking VDM to retract that statement and he should withdraw that statement. And from what we later heard from VDM saying that Falana is much respect. Well, we are giving an excuse, but I'm trying to narrate what I see.
But in that voice note, Mr. Gregsy, sir, in that voice video recording on Instagram by Seun Kuti, did you also hear the place where Seun said, we're only possible, but Uncle Falana. Did you see the game that is going on there?
He spoke beating his chest that he can never. Before
Did you now? That's what I'm saying. In that same video, did you hear where he said, "Only possible, but
I
Uncle
didn't,
Falano,
I didn't
Uncle
notice,
Falano."
I didn't notice that, but at
Yeah,
least he
it
was
was
beating
okay.
his chest,
Mr.
vouching for
Gresty,
Falano. But you
Mr.
see,
Gresty,
all in all, hold on, I
let me
don't
add
want
on
us
so that
to.
you can clear it together now. Just
Okay.
one and two.
Yeah, Cousin,
Okay.
sir.
Hold on, please. Hold on. What I'm saying is that if you listen to what VDM said, that the emergency contact on his head is Femi Falana, even when he started the whole conversation, his thing, if it's me too, I would do the same. That this person, you trust him, you don't believe he can do it. And upon playing that, he said that investigation should be done on this thing that he's playing. We want everybody's name to be investigated, because he too him myself, feel reason I'm say Femi Falana fit dey get conversation with Bob. That is why he was shocked that they mentioned first name, Faust, Uncle Falana. He was shocked when Bob said that name. If it's somebody that Tom Ogbosh Oman Sheni, he no go dey surprised now. He will not be surprised.
Well, let me say this. If you follow the sequence of what transpired on this matter, the whole saga, we will see that even at different institutions and agencies that are calling for probe into this matter and investigation into this matter, it has now been streamlined to look at EFCC and correctional authority, leaving the presidency that Falana was alleged to have influenced by removing wanted or criminal tag on the name of Idris Okuneye, who the Bobrisky. Falana is a bit being pushed aside in this case, and that is why I am trying to suspect. But at least so far so good. VDM is doing a great job. But to me, I would have wanted Falana to be scrutinized and be investigated thoroughly. Not that it will be packaged and say the person that blew the. It's like when you are showing more a bit of respect or concern for somebody you blow out the whistle on. Investigation will be a bit lenient. It's like I won't say I'm disappointed, because he has done what no one can ever do, exposing some very important and mind-boggling revelations. He has done well, but within 24 hours trying to retract, because when he started what he said before playing those audio phone call conversation, he said, I will be disappointed, you Nigerians will be disappointed when they hear the names of those that are involved. People that we have been respecting, people of dignity, that they have really messed up. As in, it was in his earlier introduction, you will see that after playing that thing, he was directing it towards Falana and EFCC. Even EFCC was an appointed servant of government. He came to limelight for how many years? He made mention of these are the people that we have been respecting over the years. People that we have accorded a lot of respect for over the years. And within 24 hours.
Sorry, I'm just going to be really quickly. I mean, of course, I feel the same way that you do, but I think, like Ish and York Daddy has said, what VDM is doing is taking a diplomatic approach, where he's also a media figure. And as we know, when we are about to hear a very shocking story about somebody who we all respect, the media will give you a disclaimer that what you're about to hear is out of the ordinary regarding this individual, and therefore everything that's been said here needs to be followed with an investigation. So hence why he probably started off by saying, oh, you know, what I'm about to show you, before he started. I don't think he's backtracking. I think what he's doing is taking a legal approach to the matter. Because
So, I'm sorry. You see, I wouldn't be feeling the way I'm feeling if VDM has not said anything within 48 hours. Because Files came out and wrote, he made it categorically clear to that, look, VDM should retract what he said and leave his family out
Mr.
of.
Gracie, let's be clear there. In that second video that VDM did, is it today or yesterday now? Did he retract?
He accorded a lot of respect for Falana.
No, hold on, sir. We need to get it straight. Did he retract?
Well, retraction, he would have kept quiet and not say anything to that.
No, sir. Sir, don't be diplomatic with your answer, sir. The same way you are asking in that video, did he retract his statement?
That I never alleged or what? It's a sort of retraction.
To you,
it's a sort of retraction.
It's a legal response. It's a legal response.
The legal response of responding to what they said you should retract, and you accorded them the respect.
I don't. Let's be factual and let's remove sentiment. I think what VDM has done so far, because when you listen to it again, he said, Fouls, in his conversation, thank God that you are a lawyer, so you will not need to go and hire another lawyer. He said it loud and clear. And he said again that he never defamed anyone. He's just been smart for me. And he has not retracted anything he said.
Okay, let's wait for time. Time will tell.
No. You are saying that he responded less than 24 hours, that you are not so, you are disappointed, but he didn't retract. He responded to the post that they accused him wrongly, that he was defaming them, and he said, no, I did not. I can't defame you. You are so person. You are so person. That has not deleted the video. He has not said that, sorry, everything I said yesterday, I take it back. It's simple. Now, I did not retract anything. So, Mr. Gracie, me, I don't understand where Mr. Gracie is coming from.
Where I'm coming from is very easy and direct. All I'm saying is he shouldn't have mentioned, because my interest grew in trying to Falana. Let me just be sincere with you, and for such revelation in exposing a man whom it's like there used to be one honorable one time in the House of Rep. I've forgotten his name. One small honorable who was very, very articulate. He always stand to speak the mind of the public. But unknowingly, this man was doing a doggy business that Obasanjo, the Kaaba, had to set him up using Otedola that time. If you can remind me of that honorable's name, is from Chokoto or Kano. During the era of was it not Salisu Buhari as speaker, he was exposed. I want everybody involved in all this mess that we are facing in this country to be exposed, no matter how high placed they are. So in the Falana, trying to accord him that accolade within 24 hours after after it have been a letter to submit a position paper to the federal government. Let them do their proper investigation, because you are the whistleblower. you blow the whistle and you are trying to like package one of the characters in whatever you well, is that not being scared or being? I'm not. I love VDM to a core, but on this, I'm a bit. I felt somehow. Anyway, I felt it somehow.
I'll just say this, and I'll go down and allow other people to speak.
Farouk, thank you. Ahmed Farouk Lawan. Farouk Lawan. That's the honorable name. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. I think the approach that you need to look at it, in just my opinion, of course, you're very intelligent, but I think it's nothing personal. I think that's what VDM is saying. It's nothing personal towards you, Fowles. It's nothing personal towards your dad. You're great people from your marketing, from what you've all told us. You do great work. You do humanitarian work, and we acknowledge that. However, you need to address this audio that I played yesterday. That's all I hear from what VDM was saying. He wasn't retracting. He's legally responding in a diplomatic way that we expect him to respond. And I think that I think people will understand that. Of course, like you, Gorexi, we all have our personal feelings about Falana, especially if you are part of this Justice for Mohbad. And you're now looking at him differently. I used to look at him in a United Nations member way, where I thought this man was doing great work in Nigeria, and he's a great lawyer. He's going abroad. I now look at him in a way that I think, no, he's not for the people. He is actually obstructing while also trying to...
Hold on, Vegetable Island. Did I just hear you that are you trying to establish, because when Guresi was talking to, I'm human too, yeah? And I feel I was trying to think that maybe it is because the role Falana is playing in this Justice for Mohbad. Maybe that's why Guresi is looking at it from that eye.
He is, and it's natural to look at it like that.
Let me clap for you again.
Because it's personal to Gorexi. It's personal to him because he is directly challenging something that Falana is involved elsewhere in. That represents injustice. So when you start looking at the situation in a different angle, it's very difficult for you to have a diplomatic approach to what he may have participated in. And I think that's where Gorex is coming from. I don't want to get him wrong. But I think in this case, we have to put justice aside for Mohbad and look at it in a diplomatic approach for VDM, who is lifting the lid on where the corruption may be. He's not saying, Falana, I'm accusing you of this and I think you've done that. That will be personal. He's saying, did you participate in what this person has said? And it's very simple. Falana and Fowles can come out and say yes or no. It's that simple. Although we all have our own thoughts and our own mindset that we can make up and say, actually, you are that person. You did do this. When you're a public figure like VDM, you cannot come out and say, I think you did do this, because it'll be irresponsible to the people that are watching him. He has to take this diplomatic approach, and he has to not put his personal opinion and his personal thoughts like you and I can do on this TikTok. We're individuals. We're not running a media company where we're trying to make young Nigerians and young Africans see where the root of the corruption is. We're not going to be dealing with legal letters coming our way. So I just want Gorexi I don't want to say any, to be honest, I don't want to say anything to Gorexi because he's mature than me and I respect you a lot. But I understand your frustration. But I think anytime you're trying to fight corruption, where there is years of work that somebody has marketed themselves to be something of good when they're really bad, it takes work, and it takes it really is a difficult thing, because you have to be nice even when you know that person, you shouldn't be nice to them. And that's what VDM is doing. And I don't think he was nice. I think he was just responding. Because if he didn't respond, then people will say, well, why has he gone all quiet? And I think VDM is very intelligent. And I like his approach, which is diplomatic and which is not personal. Because anytime you start putting your heart into anything, you say the wrong things and you end up getting yourself into trouble. Like he said in that audio, he sensed that he was being recorded and that he should be saying things that will implicate him later. And that's probably why he put that audio out saying, I don't think you did it, but can you just say whether you did or not? It's just that simple. But yeah, that's just what I got to say, York Daddy, and I'll let somebody else speak.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Vegetable Island. That's what I want to come outside to come up to come and say. I see that Guresi is looking it due to justice for Mohbad, and we don't need to look it like that. It's normal. You know, when VDM come outside, when he even talk, he don't said Falana did that thing. He said, but due to that first note that he played, he said Bobrisky said it. So he want them to come and clear themselves. That's why he made the statement that is why he don't remove that particular, that if he want to remove that particular place, he know how to remove it. But he don't want to remove it because he want them to come and clear themselves. There's no evidence to back it up that they really do it. But he want them to come and clear themselves that, okay, oh, I did it or I don't did it. And due to fast petition, I mean, maybe in a petition, what he wrote against Ferry Darkman to come and apologize within 24 hours. First, make sense now. If you look at what he post, then he back what Ferry Darkman, what Bobrisky said, what Ferry Darkman post about the conversation to make it that it's true that he called Bobrisky and him they have a conversation. Have an evidence too that they have a conversation together and they talk about the money truly. He wrote it there that it's 3 million that they ask him to pay as a service charges or blah blah blah. I don't know. That is not 10 million. That is why first to lay themselves in the leg. They write it there. So now Ferry Darkman is asking them to do thorough investigation about it. That's what he's asking for. It's not that maybe he begged Falana. He don't beg Falana. He just said he have never heard something. You know, we have something against Falana because we know the game is playing on justice for Mohbad is a very bad one. But the other person may not see it like that. Ferry Darkman may not see it like that. He still not have anything against Falana at this moment. He has not seen the reason why to doubt him. Till Falana clear himself, then if he didn't clear himself, then he has a reason to doubt him that he was corrupt, he has already compromised, and he is working in a corrupt country and he's doing the corrupt system. He has corrupt too. But as now, Ferry Darkman has no reason to doubt him now if he clear himself.